Record. Okay. So how's everybody? Everybody's doing well?
Good.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Everybody have a good week? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Good week? Who is that? Who's shaking their head? Bernadette. Tell us why you didn't have a good week. Tell us about it. Can you hear me, Bernadette? No? Bernadette? Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about some of the things that that Chris and I kind of figured that you guys might need a little bit more information on. Have any of you gone through, now Chris, Kay, and Maria, I know that you guys have done Coach Basics already. I think last month you started Coach Basics, right? So this is like your second go around.
Yep.
So for you guys who are new, who are doing this for the very first time, have any of you guys done any of the training videos that are in your Coach Online office? So the Coach Training Academy videos. Have you gone through any of those before? Yes. Okay, good. So some of you have. Have you guys completed them or just kind of poked around and did some of them? Give me like a some of them kind of thing if you've done like that. Okay. All right. I'll take some of it. That's good. Just because what I'm kind of noticing from your posts and your comments in Coach Basics is that you guys aren't really grasping that information. So I'm just kind of wondering, do you guys want to kind of start at the very beginning and we can talk about challenge packs and we can talk about Success Club and Success Club points and we can talk about what Shakeology HD means and things like that? I mean, do we want to start back at the very beginning and make sure that you guys have all those bases covered? Or do you feel really comfortable with that information? Give me a thumbs up if you're comfortable with all of that and you kind of want to move on. Okay, looks like most of you. Okay, good. All right, so we're just going to move on then. One of the questions that definitely came up, though, was based on one of those videos on how to earn money with Beachbody. Does anybody know how to earn money with Beachbody? Give me a thumbs up if you know how to earn money. Okay. Caitlin, I'm going to call you out. Unmute your phone for me. Unmute your computer for me. Okay. So, yep, you are unmuted. So tell me, what are the two easy ways, and I won't necessarily say easy. Easy is a bad word. What are the two ways that we basically earn money with Beachbody?
From commission.
Okay.
From the challenge packs and the products, and then also from your downline, from the team volume.
Okay. Team cycle bonuses. Good. How do you, what's your commission if you sell a Shakeology HD order? If you sell Shakeology monthly, what's your commission on that? Do you know?
33 something.
Good. $32.49. That's pretty close. Not too bad. Do you earn more or less money by selling a challenge pack?
More.
Is that a more or is that a more?
More.
Okay, good.
I'm confident.
Okay, good. I was just double checking. Very nice. Good job. All right, I'm going to mute you again, okay?
Okay.
Right, so we earn commissions, right? We earn commissions based on our Shakeology sales and based on those challenge pack sales, right? So I actually learned this past weekend that normally we earn a 25% commission based on any product that we sell, right? So if we sell a fitness product or if we sell Shakeology on HD, we earn a 25% commission. But actually on a challenge pack sale, we actually earn a 35% commission, which I didn't realize it was actually that percentage. Maria, was that new to you when you learned that this past weekend?
Well, actually, it was new to me, and plus Tammy, I did some calls with Tammy, and she mentioned that to people. I'm like, we do?
See, I always assumed that it was like a flat fee, but I guess for selling your challenge packs, you do earn a 35% commission. So that's actually that's a really good commission that you guys would earn on challenge packs. Obviously, if the challenge pack is on promotion, it's not going to be 35%, right? But if you're selling a full price challenge pack, so let's just say you sold P90X3. If you sold a P90X3 challenge pack, which is a $220 challenge pack, you would earn, or $205 challenge pack, you would earn $70, and that would equate to 35%. Nice percentage right there, right? But I think probably what most of you guys have luck with are selling the items that are on promotion, right? Are you guys selling those challenge packs that are on promotion now? Chris K, I'm going to call you out.
Hey.
Okay, so you're talking to somebody who's interested in Shakeology, right? And all they want is Shakeology, but Shakeology is going to cost them $130. What do you want to do with that person that you're talking to?
Well, if, for instance, they're interested in the 21-day fix this month for only $10 more, they can get the program.
Yeah, but what if I really don't have an interest in, that whole portion control container thing? What if I don't have an interest in that?
Well, we try and find an alternate program, or we could try and get creative and tell them, well, maybe you could do me a favor and order the challenge pack, and we could go from there.
Perfect.
I've done that too.
There you go. So one of the things that, thank you, Chris. So one of the things that I do when I talk to my potential customers is I tend to sell Shakeology, which is the more expensive item, right? $130. I tend to try and sell the benefits of Shakeology, and then I kind of talk to them about their fitness, right? Because I find that it's easier to sell the more expensive thing and then kind of upsell the fitness product, which tends to be a little bit less expensive than that $130 item, versus talking to them about 21-day fix, which is $60, right? It's regularly a $60 item, and then trying to upsell them on a $130 Shakeology, right? So what we try and do is we always try and sell that challenge pack to those customers, right? And what happens when we sell a challenge pack? Bianca, what happens when we sell a challenge pack?
You mean like what do they get?
Yeah, well, what do you get if you sell a challenge pack? Do you
I'll earn the commission on that, but then I will also earn the residual on the HD.
Right, but but you also earn 2 Success Club points for selling that challenge,
right.
Don't you?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Does anybody know really what your goal is for Success Club, or for getting those SC points? Does anybody know what your goal is on a monthly basis?
At least 5.
At least 5, right? That's what we're shooting for. We're shooting for SC5 every month, right? And that means that really that we're helping 3 customers a month, right? So really, and that would get you 6 points, right? If we could help 3 customers a month. Go ahead, Maria.
Oh, I just want to point out that something I didn't realize right away is that you can only earn 2 Success Club points per customer ever.
Correct.
So, like, if that customer buys a challenge pack from you, you get those 2 points. But next month they buy another challenge pack, you're not going to get 2 points for that customer.
Correct.
It sucks. But anyway, I didn't know that until I started reading a little more. But just want to let everybody know.
That is correct. You do only earn 2 Success Club points per customer for their lifetime, right? As long as they're a customer of yours. But do you want to know a secret? Does everybody want to know a secret? Who wants to know a secret? Okay. How many of you guys are looking to rank advance to Emerald? Good. How many of you guys know that when you rank advance to Emerald, you're going to sign your spouse as one of your coaches, right? You all know that? You're going to sign your spouse, right? So one of the ways that you can cheat a little bit is if that customer wants to buy a second challenge pack, they're going to switch to your spouse's account, and they're going to order that challenge pack from your spouse, and then your spouse gets those 2 Success Club points. Maria, did you not know that?
I didn't think of that.
You didn't know that? That's how we double dip. Chris, do you have experience with double dipping on that? Chris?
Now I know.
I know.
Note to self. Thank you.
Chris, did you know about double dipping on your Success Club points? Chris McGinley?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Looking at Chris. I forgot I'm Chris.
I know. So I'm going to say Chris K, or Chris M. Is that going to make it easier if we do that? Okay.
Sure.
All right, good. Caitlin, you have a question? Hold on. Go ahead.
If someone orders a challenge pack, why would they want another one if they're already signed up for the Shakeology?
Because you want 2 Success Club points from them again.
So have them cancel?
Yeah, have them cancel it and then reorder.
right? Because usually,
It's cheaper for them. It's cheaper for them to do it that way if they want a new program.
Mm-hmm.
When
Okay.
it's, yeah.
You know, because they're getting, that's a better deal for them because they're going to get that a better deal. If they are paying for the Shakeology they're already getting, plus they pay full price for that video, they're going to pay like $40 more.
I got it.
get it? So
Yeah.
it's a deal for them. So really, so what they're going to do is they're going to cancel the HD that they have through you, and they're just going to reorder that challenge pack through your spouse. And that's how you kind of double dip. But is that a little too advanced for you guys? No, because you're all going to know it anyway, and you're all going to learn it eventually anyway, right? So that's really kind of the goal of what we're trying to do is we're trying to kind of share those challenge packs with those customers just because it's a huge value for them, right? And most of the time, when they are ready to purchase Shakeology, I mean, usually we know that the fitness component is a big thing for them too, right? So that's why we always try and talk about that fitness part of it too, right? Chris, you have anything to add on challenge packs and why that's all important for them?
No, I mean, that's pretty much it. And, you know, you just want to get to that ST5 every month.
Yep.
That's your goal.
That is your goal. Your goal is definitely to try and hit Success Club 5 every month, right? Because what does that do? That shows you that you're growing your business, and that's what we're all trying to do. And that's why all of you guys are enrolled in Coach Basics, is to try and grow your businesses, right? So, yes, so that's one of the ways that we earn commission, right? So we earn commission by challenge pack sales and by the residual that we receive on those Shakeology HDs when they go out the next month, right? So the second way that we earn, though, is through team cycle bonuses. And I think that this is where those kind of questions came up. Did all of you guys watch Michael Neiman's video where he uses all of his little action figures? Did you guys watch that video? That was posted just a couple of days ago. I love that video. And I know when I first started, the visual totally made sense to me as he was using all of those action figures, right? So the way that you guys earn team cycle bonuses is when you rank advance to Emerald. Now you'll have a coach on your left and a coach on your right. I just want to preface this by saying when you guys sign your first couple of coaches, I'll say your first 4, 5, 6 coaches, talk to your upline. Okay, don't sign coaches just willy-nilly, just sticking them on your right or on your left. Believe it or not, there is really a whole strategy to it. So before you guys go ahead and sign your first couple of coaches, make sure you're talking to your upline and you're strategizing on what leg that particular coach should go on, okay? And then your upline will walk you through on how to change your placement in your COO the first couple of times that you do that. Once you get really good at that, you'll be able to place those coaches on your own or discount buyers on where you want to put them, okay? But once you get 2 coaches under you, one on your left and one on your right, that's when you rank advance to Emerald, okay? When you rank advance to Emerald, this is when you become eligible to receive team cycle bonuses, okay? In order to get a cycle, and a cycle is, does everybody know what volume is, right? You know how we generate volume from all of our sales? When we generate volume, 200 points on one side, 100 points on the other, that's considered one cycle. And as an Emerald, you earn $14 for that cycle, okay? As a Ruby, you would earn $16, and then as a Diamond, you earn $18 per cycle, okay? Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, 14 bucks, wow, that's it? Trust me, it adds up, though. This is where your residual kicks in, okay? So those are the 2 ways, and then obviously there's additional ways for you to earn money as you kind of grow your businesses within Beachbody. You'll become eligible as you advance and as you rank advance. When you become a Ruby, you get a 5% matching bonus. When you become Diamond, you'll get a 10% matching bonus, and then there's 2-star bonuses and 5-star bonuses and things like that. Don't concern yourself with it, not yet. We're all striving to get there, but don't be overly concerned with it for right now, right? So 200 volume points on one side, 100 on the other gets you 1 cycle, okay? And then obviously if it's 400 and 200, then that's 2 cycles, right? So those are the kind of the simple ways that we earn money with team cycle bonuses. Questions? Anyone? Wow, really? It was that clear? Wow, I'm getting good, huh? Chris, anything to add? Chris M, anything to add?
No, you've pretty much nailed it. It does take time to make sense of it, and in the beginning you don't make a lot, and you're like, but it does. You know, if you watch some of the, what was it, the one that Shane puts up when we do the introduction to our team, they go over it pretty well in there too. Do you know what video I'm talking about, Tina?
No.
Is it our, the Wild Impact webinar?
Is it Get Started Right or the coach opportunity?
The coaching opportunity, I think, is when she does the webinar. She
Oh,
explains
okay.
it pretty well in there too, and you can see how it does when you're in it for a while. It you know, just keep building, and it goes up.
Absolutely. I definitely recommend that you guys watch those webinars when Shane, and I don't know who's hosting this one with Shane, but the next time that she does it, it wouldn't be a bad idea for you guys to kind of go in and just kind of watch it and listen to it, just so you're listening to it again and kind of getting all of her verbiage down as she's presenting the business opportunity, okay? So definitely, all right, so no questions on how to earn? None. You guys are all good? All selling challenge packs like mad? All signing coaches like mad? No, that's
There's
right.
also a lot of info on YouTube. I don't know if anybody goes on YouTube and watches videos, but if you go on there and search like all the top 10 coaches, Lindsay Matway and even Colleen Eddy, they all have videos on there, and they're all, I used to sit and just watch them, and they really do a really good job of explaining things.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Or you can always reach out to your upline, or that's what Coach Basics is all about too. So if you guys have questions as you go along, feel free to post them in Coach Basics, because think about it, if you have a question, chances are one of your teammates here who are going through Coach Basics has the same question too, okay? So don't be afraid to ask any questions, okay? Couple of other really basic things that I just want to make sure that we go over. Do you guys know about FAQs? Okay, you older guys, don't nod. You've been through this before. You should know this stuff, Maria and Chris. Let's see, who haven't I picked on yet? Jennifer, I'm going to pick on you. Can I pick on you?
Sure.
Okay. Do you know FAQs?
Frequently asked questions.
There you go. That's a good answer. Do you know how to access it?
Yeah, at the top, it's a blue bar. It's on the blue bar, isn't it?
If you go into your COO,
Yeah.
and you scroll all the way down, there's a little button called FAQs. Okay? If you just click on FAQs, you're going to get a little search bar, and you can type in anything that you want to know about Beachbody, about a product, about a promotion, about a commission, about the sugar content of Shakeology, whatever it is that you want to know, you can go ahead and type that into the FAQ bar, into the search bar in the FAQs. And literally, it will have everything that you ever need to know about anything. Have any of you guys used the FAQs at all yet? Bianca, you have. I'm going to call on you again. What did you use the FAQ search bar for?
I was actually looking up the the material to go along with 21 Day Fix. I was trying to find some of the information on like the benefits of it and stuff like that, because I really never went through any of that when I ordered my challenge pack.
Okay, which challenge pack did you order when you came on board?
21 Day Fix.
Okay, so so you just needed a little bit more information as you were running your challenge group then?
Yeah, because I had a lot of interest in it, and I really didn't know much about it, especially like because it took me about 3 weeks to get started. So I really didn't have any information on hand, and I kind of used the online office to get a couple of my family members on board as well. So.
Gotcha. So what were you specifically looking for in the FAQs on that?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. That was back in November.
That's what I had for dinner last night. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But you found it helpful.
A couple of times in the last weeks. I couldn't tell you for what, but I know that was one of the biggest things that my upline told me, was that if I had any questions on anything, that was where I could go and find all the answers. And most of the time when I have a question, she'll just direct me right to that first to force me to kind of look. So.
Okay, good. Yep, perfect. Perfect. So I want you guys to all get used to looking up at the FAQs, right? So when you log into your Coach Online office, right, your COO, right, even on that homepage, it says welcome, you know, and you've got your Success Club points there and your volume and everything else. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's a little FAQ. Click on it, become your friend with it, right? So as you need something, click on it, okay, and search for what you're looking for, okay? right next to that FAQ is a little thing called Contact Us. And that's the way you're going to access Coach Relations. Who has the phone number for Coach Relations programmed into their phones already? Good. That's good. And when you call into Coach Relations, what's the first thing that they ask you when you call into Coach Relations? Does anybody know? Hold on. Let's see. All right, Caitlin. You're on the block again. I'm sorry?
Your Coach ID.
Right. Does everybody know what their Coach ID is? It's that 6-digit number. Does everybody know what their Coach ID is? Write it down. What I do is in my phone, not that I need it anymore, but in my phone where I have Coach Relations phone number programmed in, I have a little note section. I wrote my Coach ID number in there, and I wrote my husband's Coach ID number in there too. So I've got both Coach ID numbers handy right there. So I never have to look for it. Where did I write that down or anything? It's right there in my phone, okay? So always have your Coach ID handy, okay? There's also a really great chat option with Coach Online, with Coach Relations, okay? So down at the bottom of your page on the COO, when you click on Contact Us, you have the option to chat with them, okay? The nice benefit of going into the chat option with them is when you're done with your conversation, they email you a copy of that conversation. So if you think it's something that you might need to reference back to for whatever reason, you're probably better off having a chat with them, as long as it's not too in-depth, okay? Otherwise, I would recommend that you're on the phone with them. But just know, though, that if you chat with them, it's really easy to just kind of type out your questions and find out whatever it is, and you do get that email, okay? Get friendly with calling Coach Relations. I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't be calling Coach Relations. If you've sold a challenge pack and your Success Club points haven't showed up on your COO in a couple of days, call Coach Relations and see what happens, okay? Sometimes you might have a customer who has a misship on an order. You know, they ordered a chocolate bag and they got a vanilla bag. You're going to want to call Coach Relations on behalf of your customer and get that straightened out and get that taken care of, okay? So there are certain things that you're going to want to call Coach Relations on, so make sure you have that phone number programmed into your phone, okay? Anybody know the phone number off the top of their heads? No? Chris M., I bet you do. Do you know the phone number for Coach Relations off the top of your head?
I don't know my own phone number. It's saved. I go to C. I don't know anybody's phone number.
And just look it up.
They're my favorites.
Yep, there you go. Perfect. Any questions on Coach Relations or on the FAQ? No? Nothing? Nothing? Really? Wow, man, you guys are good. You guys are like motoring through it. All right, Chris, I mean, that's kind of all that I had to cover on my list. Was there anything else that you wanted to cover?
I just wrote down pretty much everything you wrote down. The only other thing you mentioned was if anyone had how they are doing with inviting to their free groups, their challenge groups.
That's right. That's something that we talked about last week, and we definitely there was a lot of chitter chatter in the group about that. So is everybody running a free challenge group? Give me a thumbs up if you're running a free challenge group. Caitlin, you're not. Let's see, who else isn't? S. Cassidy. Remind me of what your first name is. Shannon? Is it Shannon, right?
Sharon.
Sharon. Okay, we're
Yeah.
close. I apologize. Sharon, you're not either?
No, I am.
Oh, you are?
I
Okay.
have two, actually. Yep, I am.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Who else is not running a free challenge group? Raise your hand if you're not running a free challenge group. Caitlin, I know your hand was up before. Keep your hand up. Anybody else? Okay. Josh, I'm calling you out. You running a free challenge group? No? Okay. So here's what I want to have happen. Josh, meet Caitlin. Caitlin, meet Josh. You guys are going to team up and you're going to run a free 5-day challenge group together. And she's like, no, don't put me on the spot. No, don't make me do it. Go ahead. What's up?
I'm doing a paid challenge group.
Well, that's good. And you just invited people to your paid challenge group without inviting them to a free challenge group first?
Well, I'm just starting it with my upline.
Excellent.
Doing it together.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. I still want you to run a free one with Josh.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. All right, Josh?
Okay.
Don't worry. You guys will be fine. Do a 5-day water challenge.
Challenges are easy.
Water challenges are easy. Yep. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. So you guys, I want you guys to talk. All right. Is everybody in Coach Basics friends with everybody else in Coach Basics? Have you sent everybody friend requests? No? Get that done. Make sure you're following each other, okay? Get friendly with everybody, okay? So Josh and Caitlin, next week I want to hear all about how you're planning your free challenge group, okay? Got it? I love throwing you all under the bus. I get such a kick out of that. Good. Any questions on challenge groups? Paid or otherwise? Paid or free? Questions? Okay, hold on. Tricia, lay it on me. Go ahead.
So for the challenge groups, do you, I put a post out there, I'm just getting it started. It's going to start on Monday. Do you send people invites to it even if they don't like or comment or know anything about it? Like someone that you think might have some interest, do you reach out to them or wait for them?
What do you think?
Well, I'm thinking send an invite, but I don't know. I mean, I'm saying send an invite.
People in your warm market, like people that you know and talk to on a regular basis, or is it someone you haven't talked to in a while?
Maybe someone I haven't talked to in a while, but I know in the past we've talked about fitness or something that would make sense for them to be a part of.
I would advise, if you felt comfortable starting that conversation, hey, I have this going on, thought of you and thought you might be interested. If you know that they would be okay. If you don't think that, then maybe I would warm them up first and just be like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
And kind of at least get a hello back.
Okay.
And then kind of maybe, it would depend on your relationship with the person.
Okay.
Is my opinion.
However, I think if you're inviting to a free challenge group, though, I think that you're okay to kind of reach out to people that you don't have such a warm, fuzzy relationship.
True.
I think if you're inviting to a paid challenge group and it's somebody that you haven't talked to in 20 years, I would rethink that strategy. You know what I mean? So if it's somebody that you haven't talked to in 20 years, I don't know if I'd say, hey, I'm running a 21-day fixed challenge group, but you have to buy Shakeology. Would you be interested? I don't know if I'd go there. But I think if you're running a 5-day clean eating or a 10-day water challenge or a 5-day squat challenge or whatever it is, I think that if it's somebody that you haven't talked in 20 years, but you've kind of been watching them on Facebook and they've talked about something, health, fitness, water, whatever related, go ahead and send them an invitation and say, just like Chris said, hey, I'm doing this. I thought you might, I thought of you. Would you be interested in joining me?
Right.
And I think that you're fine to do that.
Okay.
Maria, what do you think?
I was just going to ask, I think that's great. Yeah, definitely. What I did was just, I've heard that you can create an event, for the free group and just send it to all your Facebook friends. Everybody wants to do the free stuff. I mean, I was worried I wasn't going to have participants, and everybody wants free. So
yeah, everybody wants free.
Yeah, everybody wants free. My question is, how do you suggest you transition? Like when the 5 days is ending, how do you transition to, if you want to continue, I'm going to have this 21-day fix group or whatever.
Why not just do that? Why not just post that in the group?
Post that. I mean, I think the more upfront you are, and instead of trying to be so creative, just come out and say, hey, this is the next group. Who wants info? And then you send them the info. Let them decide. I mean, you're not asking them to, let them decide. I always put it in their court. This is what I'm doing, or do you want to do it? Most people are pretty interested. I mean, or they will be.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I would definitely private message the people who are really active in the free challenge group. But I don't, to me, it's well, yeah, how do you publicly, when you are posting and it's the end, I guess like what you said, just put it out there. I'm going to be running a.
Yeah, you just say the next challenge group I have is 21-day fix with Shakeology. If you're interested, like this post and I'll send you more info and let them, decide that they want to do it or not. And you just send them over the video. I mean, I never start with the price or anything. I always just start with the YouTube video.
Right.
And then I'll say, what do you think of that? And then I wait for them to get back to me.
Okay. I had something happen this week that I was going to ask you guys help with.
Sure.
So I was contacted by someone who takes my class, and she was asking about Chalene Extreme. And she was already all set to order Chalene Extreme. But I'm trying to learn from my mistakes and not just sign people up. And I like explained the whole challenge pack thing to her and all that, gave her all the options, and like got no response, you know. And I'm like, so now I'm like, oh man, I screwed up because I just should have sold her the Chalene Extreme. Now she's not going to buy anything. Because she was very concerned about the price of it. Because she definitely was like, well, I don't want to commit to getting that shake every month.
Right. I mean, we always get those objections too. I mean, it's not like every person that we talk to says, great, sign me up with Shakeology. I can't wait to try it. I mean, you're obviously going to get objections as you talk to people about Shakeology. If you don't get a response, then you can't quite give them, in a reason, or you can't quite overcome that objection if you haven't really gotten one, right? So it's a matter of just kind of continuing to follow up with that conversation. But if somebody came to me and said, I really want Chalene Extreme, and I'd say, okay, great, we kind of talk about that. Great, what are you doing on the nutrition side? Because, we kind of have to tie those things together, right? So you kind of transition into that Shakeology conversation.
Yeah, she does like a cheap shake from GNC that she loves.
You know what? And unfortunately, you're going to run into people who are like, you know what? I just don't want to spend $130. I want to buy that $30 crap from GNC. And I mean, we never want to talk badly about any other product, right? Because we can only speak intelligently about what we know and about what we have. We can only say, great, well, turn that package over. Tell me if you can read all those ingredients in there. And then turn over the package of Shakeology and tell me, now, what is all this stuff going to do for you versus what are all those chemicals going to do for you there on that side? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, the only thing you can do is to present the benefits of Shakeology and hope that they kind of follow on board, and you present the value to them on what they're paying for $130 for Shakeology. Okay? Sometimes they will buy and sometimes they will not. I mean, that's just the way this works, right? Remember, we talked about go for no, right? We're shooting for no's, right? People are going to say no, and the more no's you get, that means you're getting closer to a yes.
Right. Because, like, my question is, she was all set to buy Chalene Extreme. She was like, how do I order it? I want to make sure you get credits. Tell me the website. I'm going to get it right now, basically.
Perfect. I mean, you know what? And sometimes, sometimes people just aren't interested in Shakeology. So,
right.
You know what?
But see, I stopped because I was told, don't just sell that. Like, try to get them to buy the challenge pack. Don't just say, okay, let's buy the fitness program. Like,
right. Well, I'm not saying that you just said, okay. You presented Shakeology, right? And now she's kind of sort of said no, right? Because you haven't gotten a response back from her yet on that, correct?
Right.
Right. You're kind of like in limbo with her right now. So your next follow-up with her then, go back to Chalene. And you know what? Okay, so she says no to Shakeology, but she still wants Chalene. Sell her Chalene and make it 25%. And then follow up with her, right? Follow up with her, put her into one of your challenge groups so this way you can monitor her progress and see how she's doing, make sure that she's working out, holding her accountable to those workouts. And you keep on presenting Shakeology at later points in time. And maybe eventually at some point in time she'll come on board with a challenge pack. Mm-hmm. So just because she says no now doesn't mean that she's going to say no forever.
Okay.
And she might not have got back to you. Maybe she's busy. I mean, some people forget. I mean, she very well maybe just, followed. Maybe she just forgot. So maybe she does want to order and she might have just got busy with life.
Right. But there's that, like that my initial thing, like, is like, oh my God, they want to buy something. Okay, I'm going to sell it to you right now instead of,
It happens. We all do it. I mean, I know when I first started I'd write this whole book and then I'm like, all right, I got to stop, diarrhea of the mouth, too much info, scares people away. But as you start doing it, you become more confident and you then know what to say to people. It's something that you just learn as you do. Mm-hmm. You practice. I mean, you have to kind of, like I posted the other day about like role playing, like even team up with people here on Coach Basics and get on the phone with each other and practice role playing. It does feel funny, but you have to kind of practice what you will say to people when they ask you questions, because otherwise you're going to be like, I don't know. Okay. Where you kind of practice it, you're like, yeah, Shakeology is this, and it does this for you, and the reasons I drink it are this, and you become confident about it because you are a product of the product.
Right. So I think that maybe that's one of our challenges for this group for next week, right? So Chris and I will put together everybody in the group, and we'll match 2 of you guys up, okay? And she and I will do this tomorrow, right? So everybody will have a partner. Caitlin and Josh, since you guys are doing that free challenge group together already, assume that you'll be partnered up for this one, right? So during the week, I want you guys to either Zoom with one another, pick up the phone, right? Not just you two, but everybody. You're going to call or talk to your partner, okay? And I want you to practice your pitch on Shakeology, right? So one of you is going to be like, so you've been talking about the Shakeology thing. What's it all about? And I want you guys to practice what you say to one another on that, okay? And next Thursday Zoom call, we're going to go through those. Scared? Nervous? Good. That's what I like to see. Some of you are like, yeah, okay, all right. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I promise. I promise. Okay. So next Thursday, just know that that's what we'll do. Okay. But Chris and I will put together everybody. We'll match everybody up, and we'll put that in the group tomorrow. Okay. So this way you know who your partner is. Okay. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Questions? Any other questions? I know we're 9:15 already. Oh, yep. Bianca's got a question. Go ahead.
So it's actually kind of random, but when you were talking about Coach Online Office, I thought of this, and I may have to call Coach Relations again. We are supposed to be able to track our customers' shipments, correct?
Correct.
Okay, because I'm clicking on the tracking number, and it takes me to nowhere. It doesn't give me any information when I'm trying to do that.
Chris, when you go to track an order, do you go into POV or do you go into COO? Or do you not? Okay.
I tell them to call me when it comes.
All right. Chris K., when you go to track a customer order, where do you track a customer order?
I know this. It's easier when I see it. I go into Online Office.
Mm-hmm.
And I drill down from there when I see the prompts, but I can't see it in my skull right now. But I know how to get there.
Okay, let me see. So usually when I do it, when I go to track a customer order, I go into Previous Office View. Do you guys
I've
know
done that too. Yep.
Yep. Do you guys know what Previous Office View is?
Yeah, but I don't go in there.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to see. Can I track that from here? View order history. My customer view order history. Okay, that's where I go to track all my orders, is in Previous Office View. Okay, so you know how you guys, when you guys go to teambeachbody.com and you kind of hover over that coach, you've got Coach Online Office, or you've got Previous Office View right underneath it. Do you guys know what I mean by that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. If you click on Previous Office View and you go to My Orders, and then you click on Customer Orders, those will be in there in chronological order based on when those orders were placed. The tracking number is going to be right there next to it. So Bianca, I want you to try going into Previous Office View and see if you have better access to it there to click on that tracking.
Okay.
Can you do that? Okay. If you run into problems, do me a favor, send Chris or I a note, and we'll help you through that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
But usually that's the best way to do it, is to go into Previous Office View, right? My Orders, My Customer Orders, and then click on the tracking right there for that particular customer, okay?
Okay.
Just so you guys know, the difference between Coach Online Office and Previous Office View, Previous Office View is pretty much instantaneous, okay? So if somebody's placed an order, probably within 15 minutes, that order is going to show up in Previous Office View, where it's going to take a little bit longer for it to show up in your Coach Online Office. Okay, so Previous Office View, again, is instantaneous. Coach Online Office, it takes a while. It takes a while for that information to show up there, okay? So if you need to know something right away, check in Previous Office View. Okay? Other questions? Yes, Caitlin.
I had someone asking about Shakeology and the GMOs in Shakeology. Is that, I didn't see anything on the video about the GMOs or anything?
Yep, Shakeology is non-GMO, but
Okay.
it's not certified non-GMO.
Okay.
Okay. Chris K., did you have something to say on that?
No.
No, okay. Yeah, so it is non-GMO, but it's not certified as non-GMO because it's same thing to get certified organic, way stupid, crazy expensive. Just know, though, that Shakeology has all natural ingredients in there, and it is non-GMO. Okay.
Great.
Cool. What else? Anything else? Anyone? Oh, Maria, why
I'm
doesn't that
sorry.
surprise me that you have another question?
I'm sorry. No, I just want to say about gluten too, because one of the things I used FAQ for was to see if it was gluten free, and it's just so everyone knows because it's really up there. It's made in a it has all gluten free ingredients, but it's made in a factory that processes stuff with wheat. But they really wipe down the machines in between, but they can't guarantee that it won't have cross contamination.
Correct. But if you have somebody, though, who has a gluten intolerance, you are going to recommend vegan. Okay. Greg Plaskett's wife, Christine Plaskett, severe celiac disease, cannot have any gluten at all. She is absolutely 100% fine with vegan flavors. Okay. So if you have anybody who has a gluten intolerance of any sort, you can recommend those vegan flavors to them. Okay.
Tina, I've got a question.
Yep.
One of my customers, her husband actually started taking, he preferred the vanilla, which obviously is whey-based, but he has a history of chemotherapy, and he has some GI issues, and I suggested the vegan, and that's on the table, and we may go there. But has anyone else experienced issues with that, particularly with chemotherapy and that intolerance with GI tracts? Yeah, it's a good one.
That's a good one. Again, look in the FAQs or go ahead and Google it too.
Will do.
Right? That's something that's really kind of specific. And if you can't find anything in FAQs and if you can't find anything by Googling it, that's the kind of question that you can post in Wild Impact.
Will do.
Talking to, 400 coaches, maybe somebody has experience with that. So those are the kinds of things that you can kind of post in Wild Impact and get a little bit of feedback on it. But I can't speak from any experience that I've had relative to it.
Thanks.
But yeah, that's where you would use FAQs though, because there's a ton of stuff in FAQs.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Anybody else? Oh, come on, Maria. That's it? Really? No more questions for you? All right. And I have to tell you, all of you guys who are like quiet in here, don't worry. Another like 2 weeks and you'll all be chitter-chattering too, I bet you, right? Right, Bernadette? You'll be talking up a storm, right? Go ahead, Caitlin.
I'm on a roll tonight. Hopefully my last question.
We love that.
I have a customer who is ordering the packets, the 24 of Shakeology, and I called them and they said that it's on the 30-day cycle, so it's not shipped out until 30 days later. Do they have to call and just change the date, or?
There's a way for them to go into their, if they log into their teambeachbody.com account, if they log into their account, they can just go ahead and submit a form there that can bump it up so they can change the ship date if they want to.
So they'll have to do that every month?
I think they still have to do it every month because it's still going to be 30 days.
Still going to be 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a note somewhere, I can't remember, but the packets are more meant for like, they more said that the bag is like the 30-day and the packets are more for like if you're traveling to order a box to have on hand type. Yeah,
I did call Coach Relations and they told me I was the first one to complain about it. So
I find that hard to believe.
I find that very hard to believe too. Absolutely. Okay. Is there any particular reason why they ordered like the combo pack instead of a bag?
They say convenience. I try to convince them for the bag, and they said they know that it's just convenience. They keep it in their office.
Okay. Well, you could always talk them into buying all 3 bags, and this way they don't have to worry about it.
True.
There you go. Get on it. All right. Good. Any other questions? Anybody? Right? Everybody having a good time in Coach Basics? You guys learning a lot? I hope. Yes?
Yes.
Good. Good. All right. So just to kind of recap, again, if you guys have questions on anything, post in the group. Okay. Stay engaged on all of those posts. All right. I mean, definitely go through and kind of follow up and read all of those posts that Chris is putting up there every day. It's going to really help you guys grow your businesses. Okay. Again, Chris and I are going to match you guys up with a partner during this upcoming week. I want you guys to practice your Shakeology pitch. Okay. So basically I want it to be, so what is this Shakeology that you've been posting about on Facebook? And I want you guys to be able to give us a 2-minute response on it, okay? Maximum 2 minutes, everybody, okay? So practice with each other this week. And I guess it's kind of wrapping us up, okay? So I'm going to stop this recording.